Hey y'all, so per my last post, I just wanted to do a quick video to kind of go over the things that came up in the conversation. It was a random, quick conversation. A few things stood out to me, so I just wanted to get y'all opinion. So, in a nutshell, the question came up about Black Lives Matter. He asked me, had I researched it? Do I know what it means on a foundational level? Things of that nature. And I haven't. I don't know the founders. I don't know necessarily what the intention was. I know that I'm Black. I know that my spouse and my husband, my brother, my uncles, my father, they are all Black, and their lives, I want them to matter. I don't want them to be viewed as disposable because of X, Y, and Z. But I am questioning. My question to y'all is have y'all researched it on a foundational level? Does it mean something different from intention versus how we perceive it? And is that a problem if we perceive it as something different than what it was intentionally meant to be? I don't know. I'm going to research. If you have some links or something like that that will help me, by all means share them. The second thing was social attitudes toward white men in particular. That's because that's who I was talking to. But he made a comment of, he goes into a setting, say it's a McDonald's or whatever, and there's this automatic attitude towards him, and there's this automatic attitude towards wealth that tends to be an issue. So my question is, are we as a culture doing this purposely, or is it a protective mechanism, or are we even doing it where we have this automatic attitude or offense before something happens? My experience as a Black woman is probably different than most or some, because I've only had maybe one or two racial interactions where someone actually treated me different because I was a Black woman. So I can't speak to I can't speak to certain situations because I personally have not experienced them. Of course, I empathize, but I haven't experienced it. So my question is, like I said, socially, do we act away because we're offended before the offense happens? So I just want to know y'all thought process on that. And then something else he mentioned was the diminishing or the devaluing of the white male. It's almost like, he feels like maybe they're being attacked because the increase in women, one, and then two, minorities. Is that a thing? Do you feel that we are purposely doing that? Is that happening? Like I said, I'm open to dialogue. I think it was a much needed dialogue. I am registered to vote. I am still doing research on candidates, and that's also something else that came up too, was with the political debates. Are we voting based on our values, or are we voting based on party and based on race? Are we actually out here voting for people because they're white, or are we actually voting for people because they're Black, or are we actually researching the values that they uphold, and do they match our own personal values? So those are my questions. There was a lot more, but I appreciated the raw dialogue that he offered, and I am open to listening to y'all thoughts and responses to my few questions. And also, if you have some information that kind of breaks down and waters down what each person stands for, I am open to them. Please leave them below, because I'm sure I'm not the only person who needs help understanding the bits and pieces of this election. So register to vote. Make sure you vote, but make sure you do your research before you vote. Again, leave your comments below. Talk to y'all later.